Hello and welcome to the 2009 O'Brien Awards Highlight Reel. I'm your host, Kelly Spencer of the Tarmac Show at Grand River Raceway. Tonight we're going to have a look at some of the best moments in Canadian harness racing in 2009. And to help us out in this endeavor, we have 5 of tonight's O'Brien Award nominees: Jody Jamieson, Brad Forward, Casey Coleman, Lauren Lee, and Claus Andersen. Of course, the Olympics are just around the corner, so tonight we have some Olympic Games of our own for our nominees. All right, in 3, 2, 1, time. All right. Go out and have a good look of all these. You're an Olympic judge. You have to take this very seriously. Yeah. You could make or break a career here with your decision. Jameson's is the best. You're no stranger to the Olympics. How many have you shot?
Actually, I've shot 8 Summer Olympics and 2 Winter Olympics.
Well, now, you've shot probably a lot of the nominees that we have taking part,
Absolutely.
right? Are you going to be friendly with them? Or
Absolutely, but
you're out for blood?
Yeah. Winners, you got to win. Second is for losers.
Who of these 4 competitors would you really like to beat the pants off tonight?
Well, I'm kind of the Ringo Starr of this whole little quartet, I feel. Everyone else is kind of, the varsity team, the jocks, and I'm sort of like the yearbook nerd if we're back in high school. So I just want to hold my own here. I'm not looking to beat anyone. I'm just looking to not embarrass myself.
Several racing participants celebrated major milestones and memorable moments in 2009. Comeback kid Robert Shepard was sidelined for much of the season after a spill at Woodbine, but on October 6th he recorded win 1000 with Secret Lives at Georgian Downs. Also joining the 1K club was conditioner Mark Winnicott. The She Baron marked his 1000th training win at Woodbine in February. Phil Tainch scored his 2000th driving win, and Don McElroy scored 4000 with Honeydew Express at Western Fair in March. O'Brien Award winners Bill Davis and Randy Waples each tagged 5,000 winning steers in 09, Davis with Beggar's Opera at Fraser Downs, and Waples with Keystone Horatio at Woodbine. Hall of Famer Jacques Hébert put his 6,000th win in the books at Rideau in March, as did Sylvain Filion in May at Mohawk aboard Mr. Saratoga. And at Rideau Carleton on September 25th, at the age of 64, Gilles Gendron joined a select group of about 25 North American drivers who have posted 7,000 career wins. Rounding out the driver milestones was O'Brien Award nominee Jody Jamieson, who powered to win number 5,000 at Flamborough on December 2nd. 8 days later, he surpassed the Canadian season's win record, scoring his 740th victory of 2009 with Wild Heart at Flamborough. Former O'Brien Award nominee Abbey Road C notched $2 million in earnings during Extreme Day at Georgian Downs, and Hall of Famer Run the Table celebrated his 25th birthday with race fans at Grand River Raceway's Industry Day event. Grand River celebrated another first as tonight's host Dawn Lupel made her mark in the history books, becoming the first woman to announce a card of harness racing in Canada.
All right, so here is the start of our second Olympic event. Snowball target. All right, so the deal is each competitor gets to pick which fellow competitor they'd like to hold their target. Jamieson has selected Casey Coleman. So going into the big final event, we have a tie for this competition with Brad and Claus, and the winner in our first competition, Jody Jamieson. So we'll see who can prevail in the tubing event, the main event of the afternoon. So what is your highlight, your favorite highlight from 2009?
I've had a couple big races that I won this year. Federal Flex comes to mind in the good times, and in the Stanley Dancer, which is a very prestigious race to win at the Meadowlands, taking his lifetime mark, and he's gone to stud this year. So it was a great time to be associated with him, and Southwind Tempo. I think I've said it before, and I think she's the greatest mare that ever had a pair of hobbles strapped on her, and I got the chance to drive her, and I'll always have that to think back about.
The O'Brien Awards kicked off '09 with a customary sweep by Some Beach Somewhere. Connections of the Brilliant Beach collected 4 trophies in all, including the prestigious Campbell Award. In August, Some Beach Somewhere was welcomed into the Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame alongside fellow Standardbred inductees Rich and Elegant and Keith Clark. Summer was abuzz with activity in the East. Newfoundland hosted a new youth camp program and the popular Canadian Drivers Showcase. New Brunswick Day and Old Home Week were celebrated in Woodstock, and Standardbred Canada's own Willie Wynn embarked on a tour of the province. Tonight's Campbell Award recipient Ross Galbraith was featured by photographer Dan Culberson in his exhibit 52 in St. John. In July, the Red Shores renaming of Charlottetown Driving Park and Entertainment Center and the Summerside Raceway ruffled several feathers. Also in PEI, 5-time Gold Cup and Saucer winner Mike McDonald was inducted into the PEI Sports Hall of Fame on September 25th. And rounding out our East Coast coverage, things got super sloppy at St. John's Racing and Entertainment Center in Gould, Newfoundland, when it was slammed with severe flooding in October. In the West, O'Brien Award nominee Casey Coleman returned home to a warm reunion at Fraser Downs to support fundraising efforts for the burn unit at Victoria's Royal Jubilee Hospital. The Remembrance Day event raised more than $23,000. Back in Ontario, Racetracks of Ontario Marketing and Promotions, better known as ROMP, kicked off a mascot roadshow. John Campbell was inducted into the Canadian Sports Hall of Fame, and the all-new Adrenaline Festival debuted at Hiawatha Horse Park in Sarnia. In November, Rideau Carleton Racetrack hosted the 3rd annual Trot Canada National Handicapping Championship. Royce Broxton beat down 38 other players, including his own father, for $25,000.
All right, we're at the top of Mount Chicopee here at the Chicopee 2 Park, and it's come down to these 2 ladies.
Nothing worse than someone getting cheated out of a win, Kelly.
These 2 ladies, both of them, 20 seconds. So we need.
I was the fastest. By like 3
Jody
seconds.
went to like 30 seconds. He on the qualifying list.
Jody Jameson being a good loser as always. It's come down to Lauren and Casey. We're gonna have to perform a race off now, both at 20 seconds. So we're gonna see. So we're gonna see who the victor is in the final event.
For sure, Sports Writer winning the Metro was my highlight of the year. And that was first time I've won a $1 million race, and I own a piece of the horse, picking him out from the time he was a baby, and that was pretty special.
The Upper Canada Cup at Georgian Downs was one of the newest dashes to dot the racing landscape in 2009. 20-1 long shot Stonebridge Terror clinched the $480,000 contest for driver Mike Saptic. And at Grand River, the inaugural Battle of the Bells presented 20-year-old Scott Zeron with a career-topping steer. FB's Terror was a 9-1 upset in the $150,000 race for 2-year-old Pacing Dames.
What's your highlight of the year? Big year.
Yeah, so Kelly, I got a lot on my year, but I'd have to say getting tattooed it's probably been one of my highlights.
8 of Canada's best drivers converged at Fraser Downs on March 21st for a chance to represent our country in the World Driving Championship. Paul McDonnell, Guy Gagnon, Daniel Potvin, Joe Barrio, Mark Campbell, Kelly Hort, and Bill Davis did their regions proud, but it was O'Brien Award nominee Brad Forward who triumphed, clinching the national title with a first-over win aboard KG Matatak in the final dash of the competition. In May, Forward shared his Norwegian travels through regular blogs on the Standardbred Canada website, giving us an unprecedented insider view of the extraordinary experience.
Big shocker today. I think she's the surprise victor.
Score one for the nerds.
Score one for the nerds. That's right. You were the victor in the race-off with Casey Coleman on the slopes. And did you have a lot of fun today?
Absolutely.
All right. Thanks, Lauren. All right. That wraps up our O'Brien Award highlight reel for 2009. I'd like to thank all of the nominees for joining us tonight and all of our cheerleaders as well. We had a great time here at Chicopee 2 Park. We wish all of the O'Brien Award nominees tonight all the best, and to all of our Olympians, A-O, Canada, go!